Guys, I hope you enjoy this free Mod Pro video. If you like these videos and you want more, check out Mod Pro, become a subscriber, and get access to hundreds of videos just like this. Guys, I'm super excited about this new support style from Sprint Ray. And it's been kind of codenamed the harpoon support. So let's go ahead and get into it. I got a veneer that I printed out of HT, ceramic crown A1. I'm gonna pop open this Midas capsule here and let's take a look. So this is what you get when you pop open a capsule. It's kind of dripping with liquid resin. And what I like to do at first is just kind of get most of that resin off by air drying it. And it's gonna go everywhere. We usually put this into a special container that's gonna get UV cured to polymerize the liquid resin. This is going to be sprayed with a Wolfbox high-powered air unit, but you could use any air unit that you have on hand in your lab. Okay, so that's a lot of the resin is now off of the veneer, but it has a thin little coat all the way around it, which is preventing you from seeing the super cool support tips that are really what I think are going to be a game changer for basically anything printed. So I'm going to wipe some of the excess resin off here just very carefully. With a highly ceramic filled material like this that is 60% filled, you don't want to really desiccate these things with alcohol. A little alcohol wipe in the fitting surface and around the areas should be good enough. If you have to spray it, it should be just like a really quick spray. But listen, if you do get it to be frosty, it's not the end of the world. We have a ton of Mod Pro videos on how to handle the frostiness. And sometimes a little frost is good, just like a frosted donut. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a spray right there in those support areas, and that is basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and dry it. Okay. And there we go. I'm gonna switch this away now. We do not need that anymore. And let's take a look at these beautiful, beautiful little support bumps. Absolutely incredible what Sprint Ray did here. I'm going to try to get it like super macro for you guys so that you could see. There's tiny, tiny little harpoons that stick out from the main body of the support and attach to the print like little Velcro. It's absolutely insane. I think it's genius, and it's kind of what makes Sprint Ray the best printing company on the planet. They're always just changing and innovating on the fly, ultra, ultra fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a photo of this and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Now, the magic behind all these hundreds of little harpoons is this. When you want to remove it, all you do is peel it like Velcro. And what's left is the little tiny harpoons. And they're super easy to remove. So let's go ahead and just remove those and then we'll finish this bad boy up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with this instrument right here, this disc, soft disc. The new source of these is Annex USA. I'll put the link up right here where you can see what they call it. They actually have two versions. This would be considered the fine, and then they have an ultra fine. And the little harpoons just come flying off. And you could smooth out any little print lines or anything. Man, this is just incredible. Now I get asked this a lot. Well, okay, so now how do you finish this? Well, you know, you got 4 different ways to finish it, and we have some Mod Pro videos on how to do that, but one of my favorite ways is just a good old-fashioned hand polish. To hand polish it though, you should never try to hand polish it in this softened state. We got to go ahead and put it in the nanocure for the full manufacturer's recommended cure time for ceramic crown HT. So let me go do that, and then we'll bring it right back in and give it an ultra high shine. All right, so now we have this out of the nanocure unit fully set up. And we're gonna give it a really high shine. And I usually do this in 3 steps, and it's actually not that hard. It just seems complicated, but we use a goat hair or horsehair bristle brush with some type of fine polish. This is the Mod Polish Step 2 that you could buy from our website, or you could get some other type of fine polish. And then you have Step 2, which is Ivoclar's Optrasculpt, or Optragloss, I should say, fine wheel with Mod's ultrafine polish. This is our pink polish here with this fine Optragloss disc. And then lastly is a cotton buff with nothing on it to get all that stuff off. So let's go ahead and do it now. The speed that you want to be at, the RPMs, is about 15,000, 10 to 15,000. And we're going to start with our white fine grit paste here. This is made in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and it is small batch made, all food safe ingredients here for this, but it is not FDA cleared to use in the mouth. We do not go through that process. So it is just for the lab, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get my, in this case, horsehair bristle brush. About 10,000 RPMs, light pressure. And you'll feel it heat up just a tiny bit, and if you want to, you could go back with some more polishing paste. This is not a step where you should see it get super shiny. This is just smoothing out any irregularities. That's really all I'm going to do with this step. It is a fast step. And we're going to switch over to, I think, the most important step here, which is the Optragloss and the superfine paste. You could get different paste than Mod paste. I'm not even here to try to sell you this paste because it's a pain in the neck for us to get made anyway. I prefer you just buy something else. If you just can't find anything else that works, you could buy it from us on our website. But we're going to spread a layer of that pink paste on, and we're going to use this fine Optragloss from Ivoclar. On about 10,000 to 15,000 RPMs with light pressure. And it will slowly start to get shiny. And I'm going to go ahead and recapitulate with some more. If it just falls on the bench top, you could just grab some more and put it back on and hit it again. It should start getting very shiny. The nice thing about just a hand polished veneer is the surface that you get is a very durable shine and very serviceable if you shine it right. A lot of you guys get like a false shine on your veneers. It's not a true shine. And this surface is better than a glazed surface, I would say, because it's not adding to the veneer, it's intrinsic. And you can see we got a pretty natural shine on this veneer already. And we've only been polishing for a few minutes here. We're almost done. There's one final step that we need to do. And we're gonna go ahead and hit it with a plain cotton buff. Okay, so this is a cotton buff that has nothing on it, and you're gonna be at fairly high RPMs again, roughly about 10,000 to 15,000. And really you're getting all of this stuff off. Just give it a good hold so it doesn't go flying. I've lost many veneers this way. And man, that is just looking absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and just rotate it in my hand so I could get the distal. And there you guys could see it. And so what I'm gonna do now is clean it. And the way that I like to clean it, I don't like to hit it with alcohol at this point because, I mean, alcohol just decreases the mechanical properties of veneers. So if you saw, the way that I cleaned this thing was minimum exposure. So I'm gonna do soapy water to get any of the pink paste out from the fitting surfaces, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how it looks. All right, let's see how the final veneer looks. Man, that thing is just, I think it's gorgeous. If you were here in person to see it, you would be thinking the same thing. It is ultra high shine, beautiful luster. It's something that I would want in my mouth, and that's just with a quick old hand polish using the mod polishing technique. And again, there's lots of other polishing techniques out there that you use. I would say if you land on one that works for you, just keep it up, but don't get you a false polish. A false polish rubs away if you rub your glove on it, or if you were to hit it with an alcohol wipe, it would completely disappear. Let me show you. Not that you'd want to hit something with an alcohol wipe at this step, but if you popped it with an alcohol wipe and then you let it dry, a false polish completely disappears because it's just made from the waxy polish material that you put on the surface, whereas a true polish, you can't rub it off, you can't dull it, it stays like this. And that's how you know you got a good shine on a material. So guys, this is kind of game changer, I would say. I mean, we're talking about easy peels, Velcro-like supports. We're talking about quick little hand polish for your veneers on the Ceramic Crown HT material. No need to put layers and, you know, flowables and candy coats and glazes and transopal on there. Just give it a magical high luster like this and go to town with it. Is the new Midas Restore material that's coming out hopefully this summer easier to polish than this? Definitely, exponentially so. But until then, I think we have a good solution to the hand polish dilemma that many of you guys are facing. It should look wet and porcelain-like when you polish it. It should not be dull or matte-like at all. All right, guys. Incredible to see Sprint Raise Innovations keeping us on our toes. New supports, better materials, and as the materials evolve, so do our techniques. So I can't wait to see how you guys polish these up and transform your patients' smiles with them.